Good afternoon, good afternoon. In fact, good evening, good evening. It's 6:30 on Thursday, the 22nd of June, 2023, and it is the Gospel Magazine brought to you by the Church of the Nazarene, Trinidad and Tobago. It's always a wonderful time to be with you. It's always a wonderful time to share this space with you. And this evening, we will be embarking on a journey and we will be talking about something that has been buzzing around for quite a while, but we're gonna take it very simple and we're gonna start in the very basic terms and just lay the foundation for more to come in the weeks coming up. Okay? But before I start the program, let me say extend greetings and good evening to our district superintendent, Reverend Ryan Williams and family. They are back from district assembly, and I hope all is well and they are safe. We probably get an update as soon as they settle in. And all the other delegates, I think we sent a pretty large contingent from Trinidad and Tobago, and most of them are home by now, I think, and I trust that they are safe and they could bring back to us a good report. Some critical things were discussed. Some issues that affected the Barbados Church of the Nazarene was discussed and um, laid before the assembly and had a vote on that kind of thing. So it was a really, really intense from just following bit by bit online here in Trinidad. So we'll get some one of the delegates or even Reverend Ryan himself to come and tell us about some of the highlights of the 2023 District Assembly. God bless you. Greetings also to the North, South, Central, and Tobago zonal superintendents. We had a series of crusades over the last 6 weeks or so. Different zones had different activities, and from all accounts, they were quite successful. And now we are in District um, Sports Day. Okay, District we haven't had our annual sports and family day for quite a while. COVID kind of just shut that down, but this is the first time we are bringing it back in full swing. The venue, like we were told last Thursday, venue is Mahaika over Point Fortin, and churches are asking all their members to give their names so they can know how many maxis and buses to hire to transport members down to Mahaika. I think it would be a good time for even those with vehicles to maybe leave their vehicles back up in the church and travel down with the other members and just have good sweet fellowship, excuse me, good sweet fellowship with the members on that long journey to Point Fortin, Mahaika Boulevard. Amen. Um, I remember when I went to the bus and it was a marvelous time. A beautiful, beautiful time. Amen. So today we are talking gender. Let's talk gender. Why am I talking gender? Is this a biology class? No. I'm talking gender just to lay the foundation of some basics so you can understand terminologies and you can understand why there is a turmoil with people who are born one gender and claiming to be another gender, recognizing themselves as another gender. And that has caused um, much confusion, animosity, hostility, because some people are not comfortable with having someone who is looking very male saying that they are female, or someone who is very female saying that they are male. And it is causing a bit of a turmoil, and understandably so. So, first off, what I want to do is just to give us an understanding of some of the very basic um, terms when we talking about um, gender. Okay. Um, now I'm giving you some. If you do a little biology lesson here, this is like maybe Form 3, Form 4 biology. I'm naming some body parts that are generic to men. Men only have these body parts. There may be more. I'm not a biology expert, but I think I just put one or two. I think I put three. Okay. We just look at these three. Now, first up is the scrotum. So when you are born male, you are born with this external pouch that contain or house the testes. What are the testes? Those two little seeds in the sac behind your penis. Okay? So a male is born with a penis and a scrotum. The scrotum is that sac that holds the testes. Testes are like the seeds that aid the process of procreation. The seed, when you think of seed, mango seed, guava seed, whatever kind of fruit, the seed is planted in the soil, and after a while it shoots up and it grows a small plant which turns into a tree which bears fruit. Okay, so the testes are seeds. Okay, so the scrotum is that little sac behind the penis of the male. Okay, and it is like seeds. The testes are the seeds which facilitate impregnating the female. Okay, very simple, very simple. I'm not going to detail because this is not a biology class. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, the penis. Men or males have a penis. Penis. That is the male erectile organ of copulation, by which urine and semen are discharged from the body. So the penis has a biological function, a very, very important function to help in the discharge of urine. Every one of us need to urinate. Men have a penis, and that penis facilitates urination. So we go to the bathroom, we take our penis out of our pants, we hang it over the bowl, and we urinate. Okay? During sex with our spouses, we have intercourse, we insert our penis in the vagina of the female, and that facilitates the discharge of semen. Semen is the seed that comes from the testes, okay, which could impregnate the female. Very, very simple. Okay, so the penis is there for two major functions: to facilitate the discharge of urine and to facilitate the discharge of semen, S-E-M-E-N, during sexual intercourse. Very simple. Only males are born with penis. Okay? Only males. Now there are some slight little variations. We may not be able to cover it this afternoon, but I'll cover it certainly next Thursday. What I will be doing, I will be bringing some other experts to help go through this topic so we can get a full understanding. Because one of the reasons we have so much volatility with this issue of transgender, cisgender, and people recognizing themselves as genders that they weren't born, and all of those critical things and that causing a lot of stuff. I think a lot of our people in our community don't understand the very, very, very basics. Or if they do, they may not fully understand it. What I'm trying is to bring a clearer picture to all of us. So we understand penis, we understand scrotum, and the third part I'm going to talk about is the prostate. Okay, the prostate. The prostate is a part of the male reproductive system, which includes, so the prostate is not just one part only, but it includes the penis, the prostrate, the seminal vesicles, that's what contains the semen, and the testicles. The prostrate is located just below the bladder and in front of the rectum. Okay, below the bladder, but in front of the rectum. Okay, so that's where it's located. Now, only males have a prostate. Only males have a penis. Only males have a scrotum. Okay, so when you are born male, you are born with that. You are born with that. Okay. Um, I'll be talking, like I said, we talk about some other slight nuances and next time around. Let me go to the female now. Okay. Only females have a vagina. Hmm? Only females have a vagina. The vagina is a canal in a female that leads from the uterus to the external opening of the genital canal. Okay, it's a it's a canal that leads from the uterus to the external opening to facilitate the passing of urine. So they don't have a penis, they have an opening in their body, it's called a vagina. So they have to sit on the toilet bowl to urinate. Okay? They don't have the facility of a penis to hold and point over the bowl and if you don't miss and urinate in the bowl. They sit on the bowl and urinate. That's simple biology. Okay? So if you go to the bathroom and you're dressed to bathe and you're seeing external projection of a penis, that means you are male. For sure. Okay? If you're not sure, go and check. Go in the bathroom, drop your pants and see what's hanging out. If nothing is hanging out, you have a hole, that means you're female. If you have a penis hanging out, you're male. Simple as that. Okay? So only females have a vagina. Okay? Only females have a cervix. That's the narrow end of the uterus. Okay? And the last thing I want to point to show us here, the uterus. The uterus is a muscular organ of the female for containing and usually nourishing, underscore nourishing the young as a baby during the development prior to birth. So uterus facilitates the development and the feeding of nutrients to the unborn baby inside the mother's womb. Okay, only females have that. Men don't get pregnant and carry a child. Okay, not in normal circumstances. Men don't do that. So these are the three different things that the female has, the three different things that the male has. Once you have that, it tells you what is your gender, male or female. Male has penis, scrotum, prostate. Female has vagina, cervix, and uterus. Very simple. Those are the three simple ones I will leave us with, and I want you to bear these in mind. You can watch them, call a friend, whatever, and just look at it. If you have any comments, feel free to type in the comment bar. I will respond as immediately. All right. Now, we have troubling times concerning gender. Many people um, are born with in one gender and they say they are not that gender, they are the other gender. So we have the transgenderism. All right, they identify as the other gender. They're born male, but they identify as female. Now this has been around for a long time. It's just that in the last 5, 10 years or so, it has become frontline news. Okay, if you remember about 4, maybe 5 Olympics ago, there was this South African athlete, Samayana, something like that, I can't remember pronunciation, a female. She was female, but what had happened? She had um, issues with glands, I think, and which caused her to produce um, the male hormones, and she was genetically stronger and bigger than regular females. And there's a lot of controversy. I think one Olympics she was not allowed to participate on our planet. So while there is these three parts for each, what I will say, and we'll talk about this more next Thursday, because I just want to start us off on this. It is quite possible that an individual could have um, signs of the different parts, and it usually, but usually one part is dominant. Okay? I will get an expert to come and talk about that and explain that. I don't want to say things that I'm not very familiar or competent in. Okay? So there are situations, but the main thing I want to say to us, when God created us, okay, He created man first, okay, and He gave Adam a huge job, take care of all that He created of His creation. Then at one point in time, Adam said, God, the horses have a partner, the cows have a partner, the lions have a partner, everybody have a partner to have sex with and have. But this, I am alone. And God said, okay, I will deal with that. And God put him to sleep. He did he um he created man one way, he created woman out of the man. Okay, so he put Adam to sleep, took a rib and formed this female and said, you are Eve. Okay. Now later on, as Adam and Eve went to work in the garden, yes, they were in fall and they had to eat. But when he joined Adam and Eve, he said, one multiply. In other words, part of God's plan was for Adam and Eve to join together in sexual intercourse. Adam impregnate Eve, make children, and those children will grow into maturity, find a partner, procreate, and so the multiplication and the propagation of man on the face of the earth would begin. That was the initial purpose of our biological structure, to facilitate procreation or multiplication of man and woman. Okay? But God in His goodness, God in His wisdom, He was so gracious. He was so loving towards us. He gave us the ability to have intercourse with our partners, not only for procreation, but for physical enjoyment. So as husband and wife, we enjoy each other and it builds greater closeness. It builds greater bonding with our partners. Okay, so it was also to facilitate that institute of marriage, to make it better and to encourage um, good, proper, I don't want to say behavior, um, managing of each other's role in the whole process. Okay, so that for me personally, as a psychologist, when you are being well fed, when you are being well fed, it's difficult to stay angry or upset with your partner. It's a little challenging when you are filled with good food. It's not, it's difficult to stay angry. Similarly, when you are enjoying intercourse and you are sated, you are filled with that magnificent feeling that comes with intercourse, you don't really want to get angry about it. It makes you feel really, really good. So all of that was part of the marriage, part of the procreation, part of the bonding of man and woman to build to facilitate the process of filling the earth. Okay? That was a simple way God created so that the man and woman could bear children and the children bear children, and we fill the earth with humans. A very simple plan. Very, very simple plan. Of course, when I come back next Thursday, I'll have someone to help us look at other issues. Okay? Because I'm certain some of you will have some questions. I'm not seeing any yet on the chat yet, but I'm certain that will happen. So if you do, write down a question or post it, and we look at it and we deal with it. But it is very important for us to understand. I am of the opinion that God don't make mistakes. In my view, I don't think God makes mistakes. He's a perfect God. So his will is perfect, and all that he created is perfect. But because of sin, because sin came into the world when Adam and Eve ate of the forbidden fruit, sin came into the world, and sin facilitated things other than which God desired for man. Sin created things that God did not want us to be, to have at our disposal. Okay? So that it actually warped the plan of God. And God waited a number of decades, centuries before he had to send the solution and the solution was Jesus Christ. But I don't want to go that direction. And the reason why I'm saying that, yes, there are people who have biological issues at birth. Okay? And sometimes someone is born male and their genital organs are not fully developed, or they are born female and their feminine organs are underdeveloped, and all other issues come up which cause them to feel different from the assigned gender they are born in. Okay? Now, when these things happen, it does not mean that God's make a mistake. It does not mean that. My view is that sin corrupted the world, and things that should not happen happen. And we will deal with that in more detail. We had a fantastic sermon by Dr. on Sunday. We had a fantastic sermon on Sunday. Okay. And it was clear, it was very clear that male man was given seed as testes, and the female counterpart was given the vagina in which man to deposit that seed. So that, remember I was saying earlier about the different plants having seeds and they plant these seeds in the soil. Well, a seed cannot bear fruit, cannot bear fruit unless it is planted in soil. And the soil, in the case of human being, in the case of man and woman, that soil, that fertile ground to facilitate human growth and development is the woman's vagina. So that penis must enter the vagina and deposit semen, and that was facilitated. When we have semen with the eggs, then we have a human being form, which during that 9 month of gestation period it grows as a female, and then afterwards we develop and we have a brand new human being. Okay? So I want to leave that little bit here just to tease you a little bit, just to point you, and hopefully come next Thursday with some questions, because this will take a couple of Thursdays, well, much more than 2, for us to go through it in detail. And this is because we have all of this gender dysphoria and identifying as another gender, this whole issue. And then we also seeing that in our school systems, certain organizations are bringing to our children this issue of if you feel other than the gender that is assigned to you, we will help you turn it around. You know, and that is an evil plot as far as I'm concerned. Okay, because parents are in charge of their children. Okay, let the children be children. If there's a problem, let the parents work it out with the medical professional or the psychologist or the psychiatrist or whatever. It is not the duty or the responsibility of a stranger to introduce to your child or take it upon themselves to bring literature to them, to their children in a public school, to have inquiry about whether they feel other than the gender to which they are assigned. That to me is a demonic plot. Okay? And we must be very careful. That's why I want to take time and go through these things, and hopefully after a few Thursdays we'll be very clear as to what is God's plan for mankind in terms of the gender, from a gender perspective and perspective of procreation. Okay? Because, and I'll close with this, in my view, and I must stress this, in my view, I feel that this whole issue of transgender and all those other gender identification issues is a plot to destroy the plan of God. Because if a female decides, okay, I am no longer a female, I'm a male, or a male decides I am no longer a male, I'm a female, when or how would procreation take place? Are they now going to say, let's make babies in test tubes? Let's get some fancy high functioning computer with all kinds of stuff and bring two whatever together the same way we have foods, plant and meat um, being created from genetic material. Maybe there's a plan afoot for man, crazy as it sounds. Maybe the plan afoot for man just had to create man out of a test tube in a laboratory with some high-tech equipment, you know. But that will probably most likely will happen after I pass on. But we who are here now, we have to ensure that the plan of God stays strong. We have to ensure that our children and our children's children are not burdened with this evil um, culture that is being foisted on us. Okay, we have to fight that. That is not of God. That is not of God. And we must thwart the plan of the enemy. This has to be a demonic plan to end the plan of God. It has to be a demonic activity to fight and to end the plan of God. But God is a perfect God. God is a God of rightness and righteousness. And His will cannot be denied by a few individuals. So God bless you this evening and be with us with you. And certainly next Thursday evening, we will be gathered and we will be exploring this whole gender issue to bring clarity and to help lay the foundation for us to understand what we are facing in our communities, in our society, in our school, with this issue of transgender and gender identification and all this. So good evening, God bless you. This is the Church of the Nazarene Shredder Bible, and you have been listening to